thing that you should be apologizing for are the 33,000 emails that you deleted. If I win, I am going to instruct my Attorney General to get a special prosecutor to look into your situation, because there has never been so many lies, so much deception. There has never been anything like it, and we're going to have a special prosecutor.
That is then presidential candidate Trump threatening to go after his rival Hillary Clinton over her emails. And now his son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner may be embroiled in a similar controversy, with Kushner's own lawyer confirming that, yes, he used a private email account dozens of times, but clarifying that those emails were also forwarded into the White House system. Joining us now is Alex Conant. He's a former communications director for Senator Marco Rubio and partner at Firehouse Strategies, and Linda Tran. She's a former communications director for Governor Tim Kaine, Democratic strategist and founding partner of 270 Strategies. Whew. Thank you both for joining us today.
Good morning. Great to be
All right,
here.
so I will start with you, Alex. Is this the same thing as what Hillary Clinton did, or is this different?
No, there's no comparison between what Jared Kushner is doing and what Hillary Clinton did. Let's remember what Hillary Clinton did. She set up a private server so that she didn't have to use government email addresses, and then she did tens of thousands of emails on her private server, and then when it was discovered, she went and deleted tens of thousands of those emails so that government officials could never see that information. That is totally different than what Jared Kushner has done, which is he has a personal email address that fewer than 100 emails that have anything to do with White House business have gone to over the last 8 months. He has a White House email address. That's what he uses for his business. It's a totally different situation.
Yeah, and Linda, the statement from Kushner's attorney, Abby Lowell, goes on to explain, as we just said, fewer than 100 emails happened between January through August, and they were either sent or received from colleagues in the White House from his personal email account. So obviously this was at the beginning of the transition period, at least part of it was. Does that make a difference to you?
Well, I mean, I think it's not quite accurate to say that it's completely different. It's not entirely different. He does have his own private email, and he has been using it over the course of the first 9 months that he's been working in an official capacity in this administration. And we should start by saying how incredibly ironic it is that he is now coming under fire for the same kind of blistering critique that was levied against Hillary Clinton during the entirety of the 2016 campaign. What's most troubling, though, is that the fact that there hasn't been much more than a hey, this was for convenience, it's not that big of a deal response suggests that the Trump administration is more than comfortable having a different set of rules for himself and for his own family members than what he thinks is appropriate for others.
But at the same time, Alex, while it may, be ironic, while the optics may not be good for a larger narrative, it is not against the law. And as you said, it specifically is different because this is not a private email server that we're talking about.
That's right. I worked in the White House during the Bush administration, so I'm very familiar with the presidential records requirements. And you're supposed to do all business over White House servers. But look, the law is a little outdated because people don't just use email to communicate any longer. They use text messaging. They use instant messaging. There's all sorts of encrypted apps that are set up that White House staff sometimes use in the Trump White House. So I think that we need to look at the law and make sure that the law fits in the 21st century for how people actually communicate. And yes, Jared Kushner should err on the side of fulfilling the law completely. He should probably shut down his personal email address now that it's become an issue. But again, it doesn't appear that he did anything wrong.
Linda, you get the last word.
Well, I mean, it's not just Jared Kushner. We're also hearing reports that Steve Bannon and Reince Priebus also use their personal email to conduct official White House business. So the question is, how far does this go, and how much trouble could there be in anything else that we haven't seen to date?
Which I am more than sure the mainstream media will dig into.
Yep.
Thank you both for joining us. Appreciate it. Have a great day.